Well, welcome back to Let's Rap here on 89.5 KQAL FM. In case you're just tuning in, we're talking with some members of the Warrior football team. Coach Sawyer and Rayon Simmons have joined us in the studio today. Again, thanks for making time. Before the break, we were talking about the previous season, just kind of a few run-throughs of that, the ups, the downs, and just kind of putting that aside, moving into this next season, this up-and-coming season, and more importantly, what you're going through right now with the spring season, I guess you could call it, leading up to the game tomorrow, which again is at 4:30 at Verizon Wireless Stadium. Be sure to come on down, check it out, get a glimpse of the new team that we'll be looking at in early fall. So, Coach, talk about the 15 practices that you guys get this spring, and what do you expect to get out of your players? What do you look at? What do you take out of these practices from your players?
Well, I think the number one thing is we really want to see substantial growth in their the mental part of the game, their knowing and understanding their assignments. From fall to spring, the older kids you don't see as much growth. Rayon's been in the system now for 3 or 4 years, so you don't see a significant growth, but we still want to see growth. But the young kids, the kids that are fighting for that last spot on the bus, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those kids that have really made a big jump as a football player, as a student athlete, and really see if we can start counting on those guys for critical downs, being on our special teams or what it be. But when you only have 15 practices, you get 3 scrimmages out of that, and obviously tomorrow with the spring game, it kind of culminates all of it. But we look at the whole process, not just the game. The game's kind of a showcase for everybody, and it's a competition day. But the biggest thing for us from the coaching standpoint is we want to see the growth of young kids, and are they ready to go in, and can we start counting on them? Because once we believe that we can count on a kid, now we start preparing our offense and defense or special teams with that kid in mind, and it can change a lot of your philosophies on what you're doing in any of those 3 parts.